are discussing a shloka from the second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. This is spoken by Sukadeva Goswami. Tasmad Bharata Sarvatma Bhagavan Ishvaro Harihi Shrotavyah Kirtitavyascha Smartavyascha Bhayam. Tasmad Bharata Sarvatma Bhagavan Ishvaro Harihi Shrotavyah Kirtitavyascha Smartavyascha Bhayam. Riyan's first line. Tasmad Bharata Sarvatma.
Tasmad Bharata Sarvatma. Tasmad Bharata Sarvatma. Tasmad Bharata Sarvatma.
Vrinda Prema Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Harihi.
Bhagavan Ishvaro Hari. Bhagavan Ishvaro Hari. Bhagavan Ishvaro Hari. Bhagavan Ishvaro Hari. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Shrotavyah Kirtitavyascha. Yes, Raghavendra Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Strotavyah kirtivyascha. Strotavyah kirtivyascha. Strotavyah kirtivyascha.
Shrotavyah Kirtitavyascha.
Strotavyah kirtitavyascha. Strotavyah kirtitavyascha.
Vidya Smartavyascha Bhayam.
Smarta vyasya chita bhayam, smarta vyasya chitat bhayam, smarta vyasya chitat bhayam. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
So the full shloka. Tasmad Bharata Sarvatma.
तस्माद् भारत सर्वात्मा भगवान् ईश्वरो हरि श्रोतव्य कीर्तितव्यश्च स्मर्तव्यश्चेच्छता भयम्. हरे कृष्णा प्रभु.
Thank you. Come here. Tasmad Bharata Sarvatma.
Tasmad Bharata Sarvatma.
Bhagavan Ishvaro Harihi.
Bhagavan Ishvaro Harihi.
Shrotavyah Kirtitavyascha.
Shrotavya Kirtitavyascha.
Smartavyascha Bhayam.
Smartavyascha Bhayam. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you. Krishiva. Tasmad Bharata Sarvatma.
Tasmad Bharata Sarvatma Bhagavan Ishvaro Harihi Shrotavya Kirtitavyascha Smartavyascha Bhayam. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranamam.
Yes.
Yes प्रभुजी. तस्मात् भारत सर्वात्मा भगवान् ईश्वरो हरि श्रोतव्यः कीर्तितव्यश्च स्मर्तव्यश्चेच्छता भयम्. Thank you प्रभुजी. हरे कृष्णा. दंडवत प्रणाम.
Prabhu, can I repeat?
Asri. Yeah. Tasmad Bharata Sarvatma.
Tasmad Bharata Sarvatma
Bhagavan Ishvaro Harihi.
Bhagavan Ishvaro Harihi
Shrotavyah Kirtitavyascha.
Shrotavya Kirtitavyascha
Smartavyaschechata Bhayam.
Smartavyascha Bhayam. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Yes, Mataji. Divya Gauranga Mataji.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी. तस्माद् भारत सर्वात्मा भगवान् ईश्वरो हरिः श्रोतव्यः कीर्तितव्यश्च स्मर्तव्यश्चेच्छता भयम्. थैंक यू प्रभु जी. धन्यवाद प्रणाम.
Kartik Kamakshi.
श्री कृष्ण प्रभु जी. तस्माद् भारत सर्वात्मा भगवान् ईश्वरो हरि श्रोतव्य कीर्तितव्यश्च स्मर्तव्यश्चेच्छता भयम्. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी.
Next.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी. धन्यवाद प्रणाम. तस्माद् भारत सर्वात्मा भगवान् ईश्वरो हरिः श्रोतव्यः कीर्तितव्यश्च स्मर्तव्यश्चेच्छता भयम्. थैंक यू सो मच प्रभु जी.
Next.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी. तस्माद् भारत सर्वात्मा भगवान् ईश्वरो हरिः श्रोतव्यः कीर्तितव्यश्च स्मर्तव्यश्च चेतता भयम्. थैंक यू प्रभु जी. धन्यवाद.
Last. Kulomi Mataji. Okay.
तस्मात् भारत सर्वात्मा भगवान् ईश्वरो हरिः श्रोतव्यः कीर्तितव्यश्च स्मर्तव्यश्चेतसा भयम्. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी.
So in this shloka, Sukadeva Goswami is describing the glory of Bhakti Yoga. Right in the beginning of the second canto of Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami describes the greatness of the process of Bhakti unto Krishna. At the end of the first canto of Bhagavatam, Parikshit Maharaj asked a question to Sukadeva Goswami. He said, "Oh Lord, Sukadeva Goswami, can you please tell me what is the duty of a person who is about to die? And also, can you please tell me the duty of a person in all circumstances in life? So while living, what one should do, at the time of death, what one should do." So this is the question. These are the two questions, how to live and how to leave. Then Sukadeva Goswami answered this question in the beginning of second canto. He said, whether you are living or dying, your job is to remember Krishna, hear about Krishna. Okay, so and that gives you the highest spiritual benefit. That's the context of this shloka. He says, Tasma, therefore, Bharata. Bharata means one who has taken birth in the dynasty of Bharata. Therefore, sometimes Arjuna is called Bharata, sometimes Parikshit Maharaj is called Bharata. Bharata is basically a person who has taken birth in the family of Bharata, Bharata dynasty. Okay. Therefore, O Parikshit, Tasmat Bharata, what we need to do at the time of death and throughout our life is, number one, Shrotavyaha. I'm going to the third line now. Okay. Shrotavyaha means to hear about Krishna. Second, Kirtitavyascha means you should glorify Krishna. Kirtitavyaha means to glorify him, to praise him, either in the form of chanting the names of the Lord, or describing the pastimes of the Lord, or singing in a kirtan. All this is under the umbrella of kirtan only. So first is Shravanam, second is Kirtanam. Srotavyaha Kirtitavyascha. Third is Smartavya. You should remember the Lord. So after hearing and speaking about the Lord, you should also remember him, meditate on him. And who is that Lord? That Lord is described in 4 words here. Number one, Sarvatma. Sarva means everyone, all. Atma means soul. The Lord is the soul of all beings. So we are soul, we are all souls, but we are soul within one body only. But the Lord is the super soul within everybody's body, right? That's why he's called the soul of all souls. Atmanam Akhilatmanam. He is called Sarvatma because he is present everywhere as the living force, as the soul of everything that exists, whether it is living being or non-living being. The Lord is present there inside as Paramatma. Therefore, he is called Sarvatma or Paramatma. Okay, that's one name of the Lord. Second, Bhagavan. Bhaga means opulence. Van means one who possesses. So the Supreme Lord is called Bhagavan because he possesses all kinds of opulences like beauty, renunciation, wealth, wisdom, etc. Fine. He is Bhagavan. Then third name of the Lord in this shloka is Ishvara. Ishvara means the master, the controller. So you know that shloka, right? Brahma Samhita, where Brahma says that Ishvaraha Paramaha Krishnaha Satchidananda Vigraha. So he is Ishvaraha Parama. He is the supreme Ishvara, the supreme personality. Okay. And there are so many Ishvaras, so many masters, so many controllers in this world. But Krishna is the supreme master, supreme controller. Okay. You know that shloka, which is present in the prayers of Kunti. Kunti's prayer. What was the initial prayer of Kunti? Anyone remembers? Namasye. Yes, Yashoda.
Namaste Purusham Tvadyam Ishwaram Prakrite Param Alaksham Sarvabhutanam Antarbahiravastitam.
Namaste Purusham tu Adyam. Ishwaram Prakrite Param. Krishna is Ishvara. And what kind of Ishvara? Ishvara means a controller, a master. Okay, one who has the ability to control and regulate things is called Ishvara. But Ishvaraha Prakriteha Param. He is the Ishvara who is beyond this Prakriti. Prakriti means material nature. So many Ishvaras are there, many controllers are there. They are all controlled. Although they control some things, but they themselves are controlled by Prakriti. They come under the influence of the nature of Prakriti, the modes of Prakriti. What are they? Sattva guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. So some controllers, some Ishvaras come under the control of the three gunas. But the Lord is Prakriti Param. He is beyond the influence of material nature and its modes. Then Hari. Last name is Hari. Hari means one who does haran. He steals. So Krishna is called Hari for various reasons. So one reason is he steals distresses of living beings. He did Rukmini Haran. He had stolen Rukmini Devi also, okay, from Kundinapur, from Vidarbha city. So the Lord steals all our difficulties. When we sincerely serve the Lord, worship the Lord through these three things. What are they? Srotavyaha, Kirtitavyascha, Smartavyascha. If we do these three things, Krishna will steal our distresses. He will destroy our difficulties. Krishna steals butter in Vrindavan. By stealing butter, Krishna steals the hearts of devotees in Vrindavan. And Krishna also steals all the difficulties of his devotees. And for various reasons, Krishna is called Hari, the thief, the butter thief, the heart thief. Okay, so if you hear about that Lord, if you glorify the Lord, if you remember the Lord who has these four names, Sarvatma, Bhagavan, Ishvara and Hari, then you will become fearless. Ichchata abhayam. Abhayam means fearlessness. Bhayam means fear. Abhayam means not having any fear. Okay. Ichchata. If at all you desire to be fearless, you should remember the Lord. You should hear about the Lord. You should glorify the Lord. So this is the teaching of Srimad Bhagavatam, which comes repeatedly. You know that shloka where Prahalad Maharaj describes the 9 processes of bhakti? Who knows that? 9 processes of bhakti. Yes, Krishiva. You remember?
Shravala Ketala Vishnu, Swarala Pada Sevala, Archana Valdala Dasya, Sakya Priyahita.
Sakyam Atma Nivedanam. Okay. So Sravanam is hearing about the Lord. Kirtanam means glorifying the Lord. Smaranam means remembering the Lord. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnoha Smaranam. Padasevanam means serving the lotus feet of the Lord. Archanam, worshipping the Lord. Dasyam, being a servant of the Lord. Okay. Sakhyam, like to serve the Lord in a friendly manner. Sakhyam. Atmanivedanam, dedicating oneself completely. So these are the 9 ways of serving the Lord, doing bhakti. So Prahalad was speaking this shloka and was also following this shloka. He was also doing Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam. So did Prahalad become fearful? When Prahalad was being attacked by Hiranyakashipu in 100 different ways. What all the different ways that Hiranyakashipu tried to kill Prahalad? Anyone knows? Yes, Karthik.
Prabhuji, he tried to push Prahlad off a cliff. He tried to trample Prahlad under the elephants. He tried to poison Prahlad. He told his soldier to attack Prahlad and so on.
So many ways in which Prahlad was attacked by Hiranyakashipu. But Prahlad was not at all fearful. Why? See this shloka. So he says, Sukadeva Goswami says, Srotavyaha kirtitavyascha smartavyascha ichchata abhayam. One who hears about the Lord, one who glorifies the Lord, one who remembers the Lord is fearless. So Prahalad is completely fearless because he's glorifying the Lord. He's always remembering Krishna. There is no fear. So when of course, we have to take necessary measures to avoid dangers in life. But at the same time, we should also understand that ultimately, no danger can touch us if we are devoted to Krishna. If we perform devotional service with determination, the Lord will protect us from all fears, all dangers. So one who has faith in the greatness of the Lord will not be affected by any kind of fear in this world. That does not mean we don't take any measures to protect ourselves from all fears and dangers. We should try sincerely, but some things are beyond our capacity. If the Lord wants us to survive, we will survive. If the Lord wants us to undergo some kind of difficulty for our own purification, we may even undergo the difficulty also. Whether we are undergoing difficulty or not, if we are devoted to the Lord, if we do Shravanam, Kirtanam and Smaranam, these three things described in the shloka, then we are ultimately fearless, right? We'll ultimately reach the Lord. So we have several devotees who underwent some difficulties also. Now Prahalad encountered some difficulties in life, okay, some dangers in life from his own father. But he continued his bhakti. He was protected from all dangers. Pandavas were attacked by so many people, especially Duryodhan, Dushasan, Karna, Shakuni. They also faced so many difficulties. Sometimes Krishna allowed them to go through those difficulties. Okay, so Krishna protected Draupadi from being disrobed by Dushasan, but Krishna did not avoid their vanvas. 13 years they went into the forest, right? In the forest, Krishna, in the forest, all the Pandavas were living for 12 years, and one more year, Ajnatavas incognito, secretly. Their identity should not be known to anyone. Okay, so in this way, we see that sometimes Pandavas faced difficulties, sometimes they did not face difficulties, sometimes Krishna came to protect them from difficulties, sometimes Krishna did not come. But still, they continue to do Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam. Okay. Yes, Karthik, you want to say something or what?
Prabhuji, Kunti Maharani also says, Vishan Mahagne Purushada Darshana Dasat Sabhaya Vanavasa Krichata Mujhe Mridhine Maharata Sado Dronyastataschasma Hare Bhirakshita.
So Kunti Maharani said, "Oh Krishna, you have protected us from so many difficulties." This boy is saying, Vishan Mahagnehe. Visha means poison. Krishna protected Bhima from poison. Mahagnehe. Krishna protected all the Pandavas from that fire of Lakshagraha. Purushada Darshanat. They were attacked by so many demons like Hidimbasur, Bakasur, etc. Purushada Darshanat Asat Sabhaya. And Krishna protected Draupadi from that Asat Sabha. This Dushasan was trying to disrobe her, but Krishna immediately came in the form of a sari and did not allow that to happen. So like that, Krishna protected the Pandavas from series of dangers. But sometimes Krishna did not also. So when Pandu was dying, Krishna did not save Pandu. Krishna allowed Pandu to die, and Kunti had to be alone, protecting her 5 children. And when Pandavas went to Vanavas, Krishna did not avoid that. They had to stay in forest. But in the forest, when Durvasumuni came to take prasad from the Pandavas, along with his thousands of disciples, Krishna came to protect. How did Krishna come to protect the Pandavas when he attacked Deva Krishna, you know? Yeah, unmute yourself. You're raising hand, but you're not unmuting.
Yes. Prabhuji, Krishna said that he himself is hungry, so he told Draupadi to search in the pot, and she found one grain, and Krishna ate that, and by eating, all the sages and Durvasa Muni, they were satisfied, because when Krishna eats, the entire world is satisfied.
So, Krishna protected all the Pandavas from the wrath, from the anger, from the fear of Durvasa Muni. Durvasa Muni is very angry. He can curse anybody, anytime. Any extent he can go. He went to Ambarish Maharaj and then tried to kill Ambarish Maharaj just for drinking little water, okay, before feeding him. So Krishna protected all the Pandavas from Durvasa Muni's curse. Right? Sometimes Krishna apparently protects us from a danger. Sometimes Krishna allows us to undergo some difficulty. But whatever happens, Krishna is always protective towards his devotees. He protects their faith. He protects their consciousness. The real abhayam is not just being fearless in the midst of dangers. The real abhayam is to have faith in Krishna in any kind of danger. When we have faith in Krishna, on Krishna. We can completely be dependent on Krishna. Okay. So we see in the example of Ambarish Maharaj that as soon as Durvasa Muni created that fiery demon to kill Ambarish, Sudarshan Chakra came and protected Ambarish Maharaj. Ambarish was fearless. Okay. So Ambarish Maharaj was fearless. Pandavas were fearless. Prahalad was fearless. Kunti and all the other great devotees, they were also fearless because they are constantly doing Shravanam, Kirtanam and Smaranam. If we do this, then we can be fearless in life, whether danger exists or doesn't exist. Krishna may protect us from a danger physically. Sometimes Krishna may allow us to undergo some difficulty, but even while undergoing a difficulty, a devotee is fearless. Right? So we cannot expect Krishna to protect us the way we want. Krishna will protect us the way he wants. But ultimately, the protection that Krishna offers to us is protecting our consciousness. Okay, our consciousness has to be protected. Prahalad never deviated from his faith in Krishna. At heart, he's always connected to Krishna. Okay, thank you very much for your participation. I need to move now. Maybe I'll take 1 or 2 sloka recitations. And we'll conclude here. Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Anyone who hasn't recited? Chinmayi?
Prabhuji, the shloka.
Tasmad Bharata Sarvatma.
Tasmad Bharata Sarvatma Bhagavanishvaro Harihi Shrotavyah Kirtitavyascha Smartavyascha Chechata Bhayam. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Sai Mohan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Tasmad Bharata Sarvatma Bhagavanishvaro Harihi Shrotavyah Kirtitavyascha Smartavyascha Ichchata Bhayam.
Namisha.
तस्मात् भरत सर्वात्मा भगवानीश्वरो हरिः श्रोतव्यः कीर्तितव्यश्च स्मर्तव्यश्चित्ताभयम्. हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी, दंडवत प्रणाम.
Janaki Chokshi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, pranam. Tasmad Bharat Sarvatma Bhagavanishvaro Hari Srotavyasya Kirtitavyasya Smartavyasya Ichchata Bhayam.
Shubha Prasanna Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Tasmad Bharata Sarvatma Bhagavan Ishvaro Harihi Shrotavya Kirtitavyascha Smartavyascha Chata Bhayam. Hare Krishna. Pranam Prabhu.
Thank you so much. I'll take your leave. Next week we'll meet with another shloka.